Hi, Dane with STM Fab. Introduction, overview, etc., of drop ceiling exhaust fan we offer, the Hot Air Axe. Thank you for clicking in to start with, no matter where you are. All right. Seems to be a little warm this year, even in the northern states where I'm from. Anyway, we're in Atlanta, so we do know a little bit about heat. The drop ceiling exhaust fan, commercial, not your Home Depot, not tiny. This is the smallest one we have. Okay, it's in a low clearance model called the LC, and it's a 6-inch. It does put out 335 cubic feet of air exhausted in a minute. Okay, that's strictly for part of the LC line, low clearance between the ceiling grid and whatever's above you. Right? Our standard is above me, the SC6H. All right, 6-inch duct, 435 cubic feet of heat, smoke, odor, whatever floats to the ceiling. Anything with a little heat in it floats to the ceiling. 435 cubic feet exhausted in a minute. 6-inch duct, 6-inch fan motor. The SC8H, all right. These H horizontal exhaust, as you can see, it's ducted out to the side. Makes it easier to work with if you're ducting in a computer room environment. A lot of it is free exhausting, all right. Just pointing it in the direction and letting it go, because the heat starts losing as soon as it leaves the source, which in the case of our cartoon and your server rooms are the servers. All right. Anyway, 745 cubic feet per minute. We'll get back to the exhaust in just 1 second. 12-inch duct. All right. 12-inch motor. 1,060 cubic feet of heat or whatever exhausted in a minute. That's why people are using them both on a daily basis and as an emergency backup in case something fails. They're nice. They do the job real quick. I've got a lot of comments on saved servers for that reason. Everything, the common, I guess, that all of them have. 2x2 grid. They all feature this side intake. It drops, right, an inch, 7/8 of an inch, right, below the grid to create the side intake along the ceiling where the hottest air is at the ceiling, because hot air always rises. Can't do anything else, it's a law of nature. The reason we use the side intake, because it's more efficient. We get a lot wider radius pulling along the ceiling of just the hot air or odor or whatever. Okay. As opposed to a little tunnel. Some people will tell you that they're going to build an exhaust system and they start like this, and they bring a duct or whatever down. All that does is tunnel down through the first 2 or 3 degrees of the hottest at the sides air, and start pulling the slightly cooler air, which is in the middle and lower parts of your room. Right? Difference between the floor and the ceiling in a standard room is about 5 degrees. Right? Check it with a thermostat. Check it with a thermometer. Anyway, common 2x2 grid, intake plates always. All right, side intake for efficiency. It makes us about 3 to 4 times more efficient than anything else on the market with the side intake. Right? So your faster exhaust and excuse me, dusty shop environment. Just wonderful. Anyway, thermostat. These are the three basics. They're all fitted with a thermostat. All right? The thermostat, it's basically a single use. You're going to set it, power it up, set the thermostat, and forget it. In server rooms, which are the majority of our applications. The others are switched, okay? On a switched unit, which any 110 volt switch, all right, on, off, timer, motion control switch, whatever kind of 110 switch, the intake plate is blank. But anyway, 6-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch. In addition to that, we have quiet, all right, 2-panel system. The intake plate looks like that. The other is an acoustic panel, one of the motors on the top, and the thermostat on an acoustic panel. 6-foot of flex duct that you snake around in between the intake and the exhaust. All right. Drops about 10 decibels off the sound level when you have people working in an area or in a people-occupied area. And if you want even quieter than that, you know, buy a 25-foot section of silver flex duct at your Home Depot. We'll deduct $30 off. We won't send you our flex duct. And snake it around. The more you snake it, the more the sound waves cancel each other out as they make the turns with the silver flex duct. Okay. Anyway, that's how that works. Low clearance models. Anything under 14 inches, we have the 6 at 335 cubic feet per minute. There's an 8-inch at 660 cubic feet per minute. And there's a 10-inch at 1,000 cubic feet per minute. Different fan motor, all right. Same function, same intake plate, same thermostat, and anything can be switched, all right? Anything at all. We also have the room coolers, which for no modification lease, suck the cool air out of one room up and over the wall and shoot the cold air down to the floor in your room. Those are basically what we have. If you got a problem, all right, we've been doing this 7 years. People have been quite happy with it. So have we, because we took our time building it and designing it. We take our time manufacturing it. They do a wonderful job, and I'm quite happy, needless to say. That's that. Cool air intake. A lot of people wonder what these things are. There's 2 of them per fan, okay? It is a cool air intake. If you're going to exhaust anything seriously, you need to intake the air to replace the air that you're exhausting, all right? On our little cartoon here, we use server room because that's the majority of where we do our business, okay? 73-degree server room without an AC unit? Yeah, exactly. Except if you're in a building with a HV, hot heating, ventilating, air conditioning, shut down on the weekend, you still need the auxiliary, all right? Whether it's trip light, a split, a moving pool, you still need that auxiliary, all right? The good part is, if you're in a weekend shutdown, the hot air axe, whether it's 6, 8, or 12-inch, is more reliable than your portable AC unit. It's less expensive to operate, doesn't take any floor space, and it's easier to install. The cost is probably less than 1/3 from what I'm hearing and seeing. The little 6-inch, inch and a half, ton and a half of air conditioning capacity. All right, the 8-inch, almost 2 ton. The 12-inch, the equivalent of a 3-ton portable air conditioner. Little cartoon to demonstrate. Server racks, throwing off heat. Each little server averages about 14,100 BTUs. Little tiny furnaces all by themselves. If you have them, you know. All right. Hot air rises. The hot air axe in the ceiling, set it at 77. In the next room, all right, behind the door, with an intake manifold, the next office over is 75 degrees. All right. So at the floor, you're pulling 72-degree air in at the floor level of the server room. Hot air rises, all right, when it hits 77 on the thermostat, the exhaust system turns on. It's going to take about 25 to 33% of the volume of that room out very rapidly, depending on which one you get, naturally. Okay. They don't run continuously. It turns on, it exhausts, it turns itself off. Heat accumulates, it turns on, etc., etc. Repeat, repeat, repeat. 10-year guarantee, speaking of repeat and repeat, and we take it very seriously. We've been using the same motor we originally tested. We started out with 7, I believe, different ones on paper, got the 7 in here and started running them. We're looking for amperage increase, voltage drop, noise, vibration, anything that I could possibly think of, and I am a mechanical guy. Right? If you saw the rest of the shops, you'll see an old Riviera that I'm building on the far side with a newer powertrain under it, and I do like mechanical things. They just have always fascinated me. Okay, low clearance, 14 inches. The SCH series, up to 24 inches and above. There's also an SC series. Right? Straight up vertical exhaust. A little bit less expensive. Up to 3 decibels noisier than making that turn that we do with the H. And the H is a lot easier to work with. Okay? Because hot air rises again, moving back to our 75-degree office, cool air intake, both sides of the door, all right? We'll let intake air in, equal in the amount we exhaust, 73 degrees in 2 minutes. That's a normal exhaust cycle, all right? Not going to take you from 90 to 73 degrees in 2 minutes the first time, all right? But the second time, yes, okay? It's an exhaust, rest, and exhaust, rest. Or exhaust and accumulate, and exhaust and accumulate. What it amounts to is you can cool reliably for a whole lot less, without any space, without any plumbing, without any 220, without any calls from the air conditioning guy. It's just a simple, reliable motor, custom housing, matched to an old style thermostat that go forever. Right? We built it 25, 20, 15 to 20 year lifespan. Okay, we've had one going. It's a 5,000 foot shop here. On the far end of the shop, we've had the 8-inch going. It moves what? It goes 20 hours a day. All right, to try to keep the heat down in the shop in Atlanta. All right, flawlessly. You hear it in the background here. 10-year warranty. If you're a natural skeptic like I am, if you never buy a motor that's been out less than 3 years, or a car that's been out less than 3 years, the first year to find out what's wrong with it in the field, get people's feedback. The second year to let the engineers fix it. The third year they've got it usually. We've been at it 7 years now. We're quite happy with the results, but we keep getting them back from people. Switches. Any system we have can be switched. All right, on-off switch, motion control, timed on-off switch. And what I finally found is a remote that makes me happy. We can wire it in for you. All you get is the 2 little key fobs. All right. Even the key fobs feel good in your hand. They're not little tiny. They don't feel like little tiny plastic things. They feel like they got some weight, some substance. All right. On, off, We've been clicking it through 4 walls, a car, probably 30, 40 times, you know, days in, days out. Pass it, hit it, pass it, hit it, run outside, hit it. It works. We're quite pleased. We've had some that are less than satisfactory, we'll put it that way. Oh, and if you're a car guy, black and chrome on the key fob. What a deal, right? Anyway, anything can be switched. The remote we wire in for places like salons, offices, where you want it, you may want it 3 times a day for 2 minutes, right? You don't want to take the time to run up, go over to the wall switch, switch it on, go sit down, 3 minutes later, go back and turn it off. You hit it with the little key fob, it goes on, you hit the off button, it goes off. That easy. Very convenient. People were asking for it, and I said, I'm trying to find one. I found one. It'll be wired in, it'll be on the website shortly. Okay. The efficiency, it's all in the Saudi intake. The reliability, the durability, it's in the motor, it's in the thermostat. Everything else here, we cut it, we shape it, we weld it, all right? We put it in a box after testing every which way we can, all right, at each juncture that we rewire, okay? Put it in a box, package it up with anything we can get our hands on, keep it bouncing around in the box. Put a little rope and a handle on it so you can get it out of the box easy enough. You put it in, you point it in the direction you want. If you're exhausting odor, steam, smoke, kitchen heat for commercial kitchens, yes, outside, all right, it's your best bet. But you don't have to stay with this size pipe, all right, 6-inch to 8-inch to 12-inch pipe. You can reduce it, you can enlarge it, you can run it to a plenum. Most computer server rooms just point it out over because they start losing the heat as soon as they lose the server. It's that easy. Any questions that you have, stmfab.net. The old-fashioned easy way, mechanical junkie that I am, 770-480-9913. I am new to the little smartphone I got. It's making me feel silly as I can be, all right, for hitting the wrong buttons all the time and having to go through all these steps that I didn't used to have to go with my flip phone, where I could just go and throw it in my pocket. I can't do that with this phone. Anyway, I am getting used to it, and I've even sent some texts out. So if you want to text, feel free. Expect a very short answer, okay? Anyway. Any questions you have, all it means is I have not explained something sufficiently on either the website or in person, and feel free to yell at me, okay? Thanks again for clicking in. Hopefully we'll hear from you.